Hi, my darlings. I'm Sophie Darling, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Sophie. I have a doctorate in literature, which means I get way too emotionally invested in the shows that we're watching. So if that sounds like something you will enjoy, why don't you hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video? Today, we're reacting to episode 9 of season 1 of Witch Hat Atelier, and oh my goodness, oh goodness, Keyfree has wiped the memories of the old man, or at least that's what it's making us think. I'm leaning towards the fact that Keyfree has actually wiped his memories, because that obsessive look in his eye and the way that he apologized to him seems very much like he was about to do something that he wasn't necessarily proud of, but he needed to protect this information as best he could. He needed to make sure that the Knights of Morales didn't know about this ink that is the link to the brimmed caps. That was a mouthful because it rhymed. And then he also didn't tell Coco that she was accidentally given expensive ink. So he's keeping the secret from her too. And he says, I will do anything I can to protect you. And that includes wiping his memories, because again, if the Knights of Morales know about the ink and it's linked to the brimmed caps, they'll know that Keyfree's involved, and they'll also know that Coco's involved, and then that will only further justify their right to wipe her memory. So he is protecting Coco as well as protecting his link to them, but he is almost obsessive with it to the point that you have to question why. Why is he so intent? We also learn more about how certain witches are restricted from learning how to be a witch because they are born with issues such as the silver wash syndrome, I think it was called, where you only see the world in silver, you can't distinguish color. Keyfree can be quite terrifying and is becoming very morally gray as the story goes on. Like, the lengths he's willing to go to keep this under wraps makes you almost worry that he's going to do forbidden magic himself at some point. I mean, it might happen. Kind of scared he will. Without further ado, though, let's jump into episode 9.
あんなに強い光だったのに、じいちゃんが何も見ていないなんて変だ。キーフリーさんなら何か知ってるかな。
He's gonna go and ask Keyfree. Is Keyfree gonna
あの
confess?
人が
Oh no, he's absolutely the reason. He's wiped his memory. It's not full memory, but partial. Oh my god, their dresses are so cute!
引き寄せの矢に角度をつけてねじれさせたら、ほら、リンゴって取るときにもぎるでしょ。
いい工夫だね。目的に合わせて矢を変えれば魔法はいくらでも応用が効くんだよ。
Oh
繰り返しの練習はダメなとこ考えて試すため。
my god, the little outfits are so cute.
その通り。教えるのが上手だね。テティア先生。
ジェティアが先生、嬉しい。ジェティア、もっと言ってもっと言って。
Compliment me more.
未熟な自覚があるのなら、その分練習に当てたらどう？
Oh my god, all their outfits are so adorable.
あなたたちは呼び寄
She's like, I don't want to do this. Leave me alone. Akka is going to be their friend, whether she likes it or not. They're going to drag her into it.
やる意味がわかんないのが5個もある。
自分で試して自分を知るためにやるんだよ。魔法は人を幸せにするためのもの。弟子たちが苦しんでたら本末転倒だろ。だから三賢者様は考えて試験をみんなが受けたがるような外の世界の冒険にしちゃったんだ。許しをもらいて弟子となる。第一の試験、王の許し。忠義を示して死と歩む。第二の試験、騎士の忠誠。
Which is Agate's test, next test, right?
これが魔法使いの五芒星試験。先に進むごとに魔法でできる仕事。
5 tests, 5
許されることの
points.
範囲が増えていって、第4の試験で一人前と認められ、死のもとを卒業する。
So, if you become a full-fledged witch after the 4th test, is the 5th test then optional? Because it's become a teacher. So if you want to teach magic, maybe then you do the 5th test. But if you're not intent on teaching, maybe you only need to do 4. It seems interesting that it's not after the final test that you're a full-fledged witch and you don't need tutorship anymore. It's after the 4th test. So maybe.
最後の一つは弟子を取るための試験だし、
Yeah, okay.
卒業もまだ考えなくてもいいけど。
So that's what Keyfree did.
すごーく遠くまで
So
旅を
what
し
if you
て
don't want to take on
魔法でいろんな
apprentices?
人を助けて世界中でいろんな人の
You
あ
would
り
only
がと
need
う
to
を聞き
do the
たいん
4?
だ。一つの魔法で二つの幸せ、それって最高にハッピーでしょ一石二鳥、一挙両得、喜びはいつだってツインテールだから早く大人になって
Oh
二つ
my
の角のとんがり帽子をデザイン
goodness.
したいんだよね。ティチャは試験なんて大嫌い。
Absolute mood.
めんどくさいもん。誰かにやりなさいって言われて書きたくない魔法書くのやだ。好きな魔法だけ書いてたら今のまま使える魔法は増えないわよ。
She has a point. Words of
やらな
wisdom.
くていいもん。されたくないことやらなきゃいけないのが一人前の大人な
Then
ら
I
テ
won't grow
ィ
up.
チャは今のままでいい。
Can't be a child forever though.
早くすべての試験を受けたい。そしていつか図書の塔の司書になる。
Oh, that's what she wants to do.
アガットの一族は三賢者様が記憶を残した弟子の一人の家系でね。
That's why
代
they're
々司書
so
を務めてる
strict.
の。
Okay.
確かアークロム家だったかな。
Coco's like, I need to be your friend even more.
あとはどんな魔法使いになりたいの？
I don't think she
私はみんなと
knows.
出発点が違うか
You
ら
know?
やらなき
It's
ゃ
all
いけ
new
ない
to
こと
her.
決まってる。
She wants to save her
とにか
mom.
くまずはもっともっと使える魔法を増やさないと。
書いたら覚える、覚えたら使える。そうやって身につけた君の力は絶対に君を裏切らないからね。
Oh, that's so bloody cute. But if he is questioning Keyfree's involvement with his granddad, that makes me think he's gonna track down Keyfree to actually speak with him.
もう暗い。いつ夜になったんだろう。
ココココ
Her mom.
ココ
Oh.
お母さん、ごめんなさい。私が悪いの。私のせいなの。傷つけるつもりはなかったの。ただ魔法を諦めきれなくて。
だからあれほど言ったのに。普通の人間には無理なのよ。
I just had a thought. Coco's mom is very sort of against the concept of magic and against Coco being a witch. Why is that? It makes me feel like she's either had an interaction with a witch before and it didn't pan out positively. Maybe Coco's dad was one, because we haven't actually ever seen Coco's dad. That would almost be too basic though if it was her dad, let's be honest. But what if her mom was maybe a witch and had her memories wiped? But then there's that lingering resentment of magic that maybe still exists. I don't know if it would work that way, but that would be kind of interesting if like her mom was one and her mom did something, got her memories wiped, and then ended up living like a normal life as an outsider and had Coco, but that lingering resentment of magic just kind of has pervaded. She doesn't know why she doesn't like magic, but there's almost like a trace within her that makes her kind of resent it because of what was taken from her, even if she doesn't remember that it was taken from her. Sort of like an echo of what you used to have. I don't know. I feel like that would be way more interesting than going the route of like Coco's dad was a witch and Coco's dad disappeared and who's Coco's dad. I feel like potentially her mom having her memories wiped and living her life not realizing that she used to be a witch and having a daughter that then wants to be a witch is far more fascinating to me. I guess we'll see. I just feel so sorry for Coco in terms of like she is just full on living with this guilt weighing down on her and she's never able to fully let go of it.
母親を石に変えたのも私たちを危険に巻き込んだのも
人にはできることとできないことがあるんだ。
例
No.
外が存在してはならない。
こうならないために隠されていたんだ。
It's similar to how Agate was having those flashbacks to everyone, like, berating her.
君が魔法を望んだからこうなったんだよ。
Oh, the fact that
全部
she's
全部
in the
君の
ink
せい。
bottle.
世界が壊れるのは君のせい。
Coco, it won't be your fault when the world falls apart. It's not your fault. She blames herself. It's the fact she's still dreaming of the brimmed oh, stop! Of the brimmed caps as well. They torment her. So does everyone's words, much in the same way Agate's past torments her too.
先生、
まだ起きてたの？
時間が合わしくて。
ダメだよ。無理もほどほどにね。
はい、もう寝ます。
He's messing with the ink. Keyfree, you're playing a very dangerous game.
書いたら覚える。覚えたら使える。お母さんを助けられるようになるまでには。
Coco, I just want to give her a hug. So much pressure to put on her shoulders.
待っていたんだ。ずっと。
Keyfree, this is not healthy.
この日が訪れることを。
What is the connection between
人体にかけ
Keyfree
る
and the
魔法を
brimmed
禁止とす
caps?
る三賢者の選択に最後まで抵抗したのは癒しのための魔法を使う良き魔法医たちだ。ここに記憶から失われた双子瓶の魔法は薬の共有のために作られた医療魔法。
So this magic was lost, but obviously it's now been found through the brimmed caps.
結託の日以来失われて久しい古き繊細な医療魔法。作り出せるのがツバーリボーとは皮肉だな。
Is it ironic, or are the brimmed caps connected somehow to the ones that oppose the three wise ones? Perhaps there was those that maybe didn't get their memories wiped, as in they never found out who they were, and they were still part of this righteous witches of healing craft. And maybe that's where the brimmed caps sort of originate from, that this magic that can be of benefit to others is being erased and wiped out. I honestly don't know at this point. I don't think the brimmed caps are the good ones in this scenario, but I think I can kind of understand where their resentment stems from, their frustration, in that there is this entire society dictated by three wise ones who have outlawed even healing magic, and there's people that ardently fought against this because of the benefit of healing magic. So of course they're not going to want to bow to the three wise ones and their demands, but they were forced to and had their memories wiped. So, you know, it's kind of tragic that they've restricted society so much that certain important spells have become lost or tainted as forbidden, but were never dangerous to begin with.
美しい魔法だけど解体させてもらうよ。奴らとつながる唯一の道だ。未知の力は危険だから。用があるのは魔法陣が刻まれた瓶の中に隠されたメダル。これは奴らに属するもの。このメダルを導きの魔神球に放り込めば
He could track down their
ガンユービス
location.
持ち主作られた場所。
I feel like they might suspect, though, that Keyfree would do something like this if it was uncovered. Of course they caught on.
水まずい。
He also doesn't like being wet, so this is the worst for him.
油断した。水中では魔法は無力だ。
Lightning and water, Jesus Christ. Keyfree's gonna drown. That was insane. Oh! What? Like, I'll be taking that. That'll be mine.
まだ。ようか。
Okay, that was genuinely insane.
くそ。諦めないぞ。
必ず取り戻す。僕から奪ったものを。
I will get back what was taken from me. What was taken from you? What was it? Is it something sentimental? Like what?
ああ、台無しだよ。
Honestly, I'm shocked that Keyfree thought that that would work.
夜な夜な魔法騎士に変身して襲い来る敵をバッサバッサ
変身は禁止魔法だから。
She's like, let a
遊びが
girl
止まらなくな
dream.
るくらいな
God.
ら夜はきちんと寝るべきよ。
気持ちはわかるけど無理は良くない。
良い魔法は良い睡眠から、あとご飯。
オル先生も言ってたよ。
ガキのうちは寝とかないと大人になったらな。
Oh, she's having nightmares, so she can't sleep properly.
先
Keyfree, you're gonna fall
ご
asleep
め
in
ん
your
何の
food.
話。ごめんごめん。ご飯食べたらぼーっとしちゃって。お茶は僕が入れるよ。
His hands are shaking. That's not like him. He's still weak after what happened.
昨日のしびれが取れない。いやー、しまったな。最後のアルブチャダメにしちゃった。外に出て葉を取ってくるよ。みんなは基礎魔法教本を進めてて。
They're not stupid. They're like, he's hiding something.
なんか今日の先生変。
やはり睡眠不足の影響は絶大。
返すね。
Oh, she fixed him?
返すの遅くなっちゃってごめんね。綺麗に書かなきゃって思ったら時間かかっちゃった。
もしかして昨日もこれを？
Oh,
でもみんなほど上手な魔
Coco.
法陣じゃないから。
I know she was intending to fix them, but she actually managed to do it. That's so cute.
何を企んでるのよ。
She's not plotting anything. Oh, Aga is so used to people not being nice to her that she doesn't understand that this is a good gesture.
あなたキーフリー先生に言わなかったでしょ。オルーギオさんに相談することだってできたはず。なのに私を責めもしないで飛び靴を修理してよこすなんて。
Because she sees you as a friend, Agate.
あの時多田山脈の麓に立って挑もうって決めたのは自分だもん。大丈夫、できるって証明したかったのはきっと自分自身。自分の魔法で困難を乗り越えていつか希望をつかめるって。でないと。
She'll drown in her guilt.
ずっと気にしてたのは私だけってこと？
It's because she feels bad. She feels guilty. Oh, Coco. She doesn't look well. Looks like she's maybe got a fever. She's like, oh, so I'm the one that's been dwelling on it this whole time, meaning deep down, Agate feels bad for what she did, and everyone probably hates her still. But I just saw it as like childish jealousy, and the fact that she just thought Coco would give up. She never thought Coco would actually go through with it, and Coco's basically saying to her, like, yeah, I could have sat there, but I didn't. I wanted to prove something to myself. So yeah, you did force me into the test, but I was the one that decided to take it because I could have just given up. I could have just waited for Keyfree, but I needed to prove to myself that I was capable of more. I needed to prove that I wasn't useless, that I could help my mom. And it validated to her that there is hope for her in being a witch, in passing this first test. She's worthy of being an apprentice in her mind. And without doing the test, I think she wouldn't have the confidence she does have. Of course, she's still drowning under the weight of the guilt regarding her mom, and then she's still remembering Agate's words of how she's to blame for putting people in harm's way, and then obviously the brimmed cap, because the brimmed cap terrifies her. And I think that's why Keyfree is not really telling her that what happened was to do with the brimmed caps, because he doesn't want her to be any more scared than she already is. He wants her to focus on her magic and growing her skills rather than fixating on the brimmed caps and what they want with her and becoming maybe as obsessive as he is. But they've taken something from him, but what have they taken? That's my biggest question right now. But I love that she reached out to Agate and fixed her shoes, because she said that's what she wanted to do, and she accomplish it. But poor Agate has never had anyone be kind to her, maybe never had anyone treat her with respect without there being an ulterior motive. So she's like trying to guess what Coco's game is. She's like, why are you being nice to me? What is the plan here? Are you going to ridicule me? Are you going to build up all this evidence against me to tell Keyfree and get me kicked out? Like, what's the plan? She's expecting there to be like an ulterior motive, that the rug gets pulled from beneath her feet just when she thinks everything's going well for her, that maybe the other tests will be stopped because Coco told Keyfree everything. It's like she's just so used to people mistreating her that she's expecting Coco to do the same. And that's why she's built up this like protective guard around Coco and the others, because she thinks that she's just going to be mistreated. And it's why she also doesn't want to involve herself, and she just wants to keep practicing, and she isolates herself. But even then, the way that the girls ran to her and like grabbed her and pulled her in and got her to like listen to the lesson was so sweet, because whether she likes it or not, they're not going to not allow her to be their friend. They're going to force her to be friends with them. The little brush buddy clapping. Oh, they 100% noticed something was weird with you. Puff puff! I thought it was cute too. Ooh! Oh, Agate came out of nowhere. She couldn't stop herself.
かかとの矢が長すぎて魔法陣がいびつだったからです。そんなことより大変なんです。ここが。
Oh, that's why she was so desperate to get to Keyfree. And you could see how worried she was, because any of the other girls could have gone, but it was Agate that went. Oh, poor Coco. Oh, he's gonna see Keyfree take Coco to the hospital.
あれ、タータもう帰るの？ごめん、渡り船の時間があるから。
そっか。お前んち中洲の島だっけ？
海の一族ならお前も飛んで帰ればいいのに。
ああ。
いろいろと決まりがあんだよ。知らないやつは好き勝手言うよな。
Oh, he's gonna have questions for you, Keyfree.
フリーさん、どうしてここに？
タータ君、病院はこの先で合ってるよね。道が合っているか分からなくて。
こっち、近道を知ってる。
ありがとう。大丈夫かな。助かったよ、タータ君。よくあんな道知ってたね。
He's gonna be like, what did you do to my granddad?
いや、大したものだよ。君は観察力が鋭いんだね。物事をよく見てるのかな。
キーフリーさん。
What did you do to my granddad?
あなたに聞きたいことがあるんです。
Oh, Lord. Oh, so it ends here. Okay. Okay. I see how it is. Okay. What'd you do to my granddad? Oh, I took his memory. Poor Coco's overworked herself and got herself so stressed out and wound up with everything that's happened that she's given herself a fever. But it was the way that Agate was the one that went to get Keyfree. I know she was the one that was immediately there when Coco fainted, but she could have sent any of the other girls because they also have sylph shoes. And she decided, no, she was going to do it. And that's just so sweet. But Keyfree not thinking the brimmed caps would know what he was doing was such like a blind spot. I feel like that's going to be a running theme for Keyfree, that his blind spot is the brimmed caps, that he doesn't realize how far ahead they seem to be and everything. They're like 2 steps ahead. But I love the whole delving into the fact that even the bottle itself, the twinned bottle, it's something that was lost when the healing witches were defeated by the three wise ones and had their memories wiped. It's something that hasn't been replicated, and Kiefer has now found the replication with the medallion. But it makes me wonder how the Brimcaps know how to do it. Of course, they have a book and there's forbidden magic intersected in the book. But I wonder if it is tied to those that opposed the three wise ones back when this society was first created, that they maybe originate from those that don't believe that magic should be hidden and magic should be for the benefit to all and be truthfully out there, especially those that were opposed to the idea of banning healing magic. Of course, in their mind, they're like, we're banning anything that can alter the body. But this is sort of, again, the issues with the society as a whole is that they don't look at the nuance. They're just seeing anything impacts the body banned, rather than healing magic being sort of a benefit and part of this beauty of magic and how it can bring happiness and joy because it can help those in need. But no, it was just straight up banned. I love that we're seeing Agate and Coco grow closer. We're seeing the girls and their little friendship grow stronger. The way that they're all color coded as well, like their little outfits. Coco's green, Tetia's pink, Richter's blue, Agate's purple, and all the clothes suit them. It's just so sweet. I just love that we have them like matching. They're like little Powerpuff Girls. But just how Agate is trying to distance herself, but they are once again like absolutely fucking not. Agate, you're going to join us. And Agate's even trying to reason with Richter by saying, well, if you only want to learn the spells that you enjoy, then you're never going to learn anything new if you're not forced to. So what's the point? You can't get better without doing so. But I think the other argument is that you should be able to focus on what you enjoy most, because if magic is meant to bring happiness to others, surely then it should bring happiness to the witch as well that's performing the magic. So in my mind, that would be essentially saying, well, not every witch wants to become a teacher, not every witch wants to do every single test. But if Richter wants to be out of tutelage, she would have to do the fourth test. But it sounds like she's content to stay at the Atelier for the rest of her life. And Kiefer, I think, would just kind of have to put up with that fact. I don't think he would mind too much. I think if that's what Richter decided and it made her happy, he would just kind of embrace it. Who knows? She's still so young that she might change. That's sort of the dichotomy, is that not every witch has the same path in life, have the same design. You know, we know that Agate descends from an apprentice to one of the three wise ones. Everyone in her family has become a librarian, so she now wants to become a librarian. She feels that pressure to be at the same level, but because she's been told she's not good enough, it's not easy for her to get to where her predecessors have been. And then you have Coco, whose mission is to save her mom, but right now she needs to focus on learning as many spells as she can and perfecting them and practicing them. You have Tetia that wants to be a teacher. She wants to be Master Tetia. And then you have Richter that just has no interest in casting spells that aren't spells that she personally enjoys, as well as having really no interest in leaving the Atelier. It's referencing how not everyone's path in life is the same, not everyone's path is linear, but that doesn't mean that what they want in life is any better or any worse than your own, that you define your own journey, define your own direction. So I love that that's very much encouraged, that, you know, Kiefer isn't dictating to the girls what they should want in life. He's merely there to support them. But I think the conversation between Kiefer and, is it Teta? I don't quite know how to say his name, is going to be a really fascinating one, considering he's not stupid. He knows that Kiefer is involved in it. And, well, I thought maybe he would go to the Atelier, but it's kind of difficult for him to get to the Atelier. So it makes more sense now that Coco's ill and she's in the hospital, that he's now got a chance to question him. I found it interesting as well that they said you're from a witch family, almost as if they're not from a witch family. So then it makes me wonder, is everyone on this island, they all know that magic is a thing, they all know it exists, but clearly some are from witch families and some aren't. Maybe there are people that were entrusted with the secret but weren't allowed to practice magic in the same way that he is trusted with the secret and the knowledge, but he doesn't practice magic. He's not allowed to be a witch because he only sees in silver. He doesn't have good eyesight. So that very much seems to be the case, that not everyone here trains, not everyone becomes a witch, but they are still aware of the knowledge of magic because of their family connection to the three wise ones and being trusted with that secret. So they sort of live side by side and are trusted to keep it a secret. They have the ability to potentially learn, but for some reason or other, they never get the opportunity. Really fascinating. I just love the show. I think it's so phenomenal. The way that it's animated, drawn, the music, the characters, the world building, it's very steady and slow, but there's such depth to it that it makes you want more. But it's done in such a way that you can kind of understand it. Like, it's bite-sized pieces instead of overloading you with information. Whereas I find with shows like Jujutsu Kaisen, there's so much information being thrown at you that it's really hard to keep track. Whereas this does it in like a slower pace. There's more intent for you to take it in and remember it, and then it reiterates it again in like future episodes. So I kind of prefer it like this, whereas Jujutsu Kaisen, I feel like I'm being bombarded and I struggle sometimes to like keep up, but I try my best. Either way, phenomenal. Love this show. Really sad that we only have 13 episodes of season 1, so we're not far off finishing season 1 of Witch Hat Atelier, unless there's going to be like more episodes, but it could just be that they cap it at 13 and then we have to wait for a season 2. Gonna be sad though, having to wait, because this is such a good show, but I might pick up the manga, maybe. We'll see. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this react, please consider liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment below to help boost this video into the algorithm. And until next episode, bye!